Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa, and I'm currently studying software engineering. This week, I learned about logical fallacies, and honestly, they completely change how I think about arguments, especially in tech. In this video, I'll explain logical fallacies in a simple, beginner-friendly way, using examples from computer science, data, and AI. If you're new to tech like me, this video is for you. Logical fallacies are errors in reasoning that weaken arguments, make conclusions unreliable, or even mislead people. They often rely on things like faulty assumptions, emotional manipulation, irrelevant distractions, oversimplifying complex situations. The tricky part is that logical fallacies can sound very convincing, even when the reasoning is weak. Logical fallacies are especially important in computer science, data, and AI. Flawed reasoning can lead to buggy algorithms, biased models, wrong conclusions from data. In meetings or pull request reviews, fallacious arguments can cause bad design decisions or waste resources. And in AI ethics, fallacies like false cause or appeal to authority can be used to justify harmful deployments. So learning to spot fallacies early helps us become better engineers. The first fallacy is ad hominem. This means attacking the person instead of the argument. For example, you are just a junior developer, so your code review doesn't count. This is wrong because a person's position or character doesn't determine whether their argument is correct. In tech, we should focus on the evidence and logic, not who is speaking, especially when they're not qualified in that area. The next fallacy is appeal to authority. This happens when someone claims something is true just because an expert or famous person said it, especially when they're not qualified in that area. Example: this famous CDO says AI will take all jobs, so it must be true. The problem is that even experts can be wrong, or they may not be experts in that specific topic. Instead, we should always ask, is the authority qualified, and where is the evidence? The straw man fallacy happens when someone misrepresents another person's argument to make it easier to attack. Example: person A says, we should add more testing. Person B replies, so you want 100% test coverage and to slow everything down? That's not what was said. This fallacy is wrong because you're arguing against a fake version of the original argument. A better approach is to restate the other person's view accurately before critiquing it. A false dilemma, also called an either or fallacy, presents only two extreme options when more choices exist. Example: either we ship fast with bugs or we delay forever with perfect code. In reality, there are many possible solutions in between. When you hear this, ask yourself, are there really only two options? False cause means assuming one thing caused another just because it happened first. For example, we deployed new code, then sales dropped, so the new code caused the drop. This ignores other possible factors like seasonality or market changes. In tech and data, correlation does not mean causation. We need real evidence, experiments, and controls. Logical fallacies show up a lot in real tech work. For example, ad hominem, dismissing a junior engineer's bug report because they're new. Appeal to authority, saying a model is good just because a big company uses it. Bandwagon, all big tech uses this tool, so we must too. Circular reasoning, claiming a system is fair because it matches your own definition of fairness. These mistakes can seriously affect product quality and ethics. To avoid logical fallacies, here are a few practical tips. Check the premises. Are they true and relevant? Demand evidence. Correlation is not causation. Restate arguments to avoid straw man attacks. Consider alternatives instead of false dilemmas. Simplify jargon. If you can't explain it simply, you might not fully understand it. Focus on the argument, not the person. These habits help us think more clearly as engineers. As beginners in tech, learning about logical fallacies helps us write better code, make better decisions, and communicate more clearly. This is part of my own software engineering learning journey, and I'll be sharing what I learn each week. If you found this helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, and learn along with me. Thank you for watching.